girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the grand final of MCCS Season 3. And tonight we are going to be watching a best of 7 match between the Elpido and the Vigani. Yesterday, Vigani did an amazing job securing their position to the grand finals. And as well as Elpido, we had seen how Elpido were putting a fight and how they secured the first place to this grand final. And in the casting deck, I am here with you, Prerona, and with me is the amazing, the talented Fredo.
Thank you for that warm introduction, Prerona. And right now, Team Elpido and Vigani, both of them have shown in the matches that we have seen that they have the ability to bounce back even if they are, left behind. And sometimes Team Vigani even likes to play on the upper hand. They want to take the lead in the game. And Elpido as well. Like when they take the lead, once they do not give it back to the enemy, even though they lost the first game, in the second, third, and fourth game which they played yesterday, they did bounce back against fumblers, and yeah, they were able to secure the game quite easily. But right now the ban's taking place already on the screens, and look at that, the Benedetta has been banned, a very unusual ban coming in from Team Elpido. And on the other side, you can see the Akai and Sicilian bans coming in, which are also not regular bans. So what are your thoughts about these bans, Prerna? The Benedetta, the Akai, the Sicilian. Why do you think they've banned these heroes?
Both the teams did study the gameplay of their opponent, because in the other hand, yesterday we had seen Vigani playing an amazing Alice match. So yeah, they went in for the Alice, Vendetta, and the Carmilla because we have seen Vigani playing these heroes so comfortably. They own these heroes, to be honest. And if we talk about Vigani's bans, there is an Akai, there is Cecilian, there is Aurora. So they have studied their part as well, and we have seen Elpido doing amazing job and something you cannot actually explain that much type of good gameplay coming out from them, the Sicilian gameplay and also the Akai as well as the Aurora, and these heroes are currently in the meta. So yeah, that's a pretty wise decision. So this is gonna be something we would be enjoying a lot because both the teams now know the opponent's strategies. So yeah, this is gonna be very, very exciting and electrifying if you ask me. And first pick from the side of Elpido was the Yuzong, the Black Dragon. So we would be watching an amazing gameplay in the EXP lane, I believe.
Who said there are no shortcuts in life?
Yeah, actually,
I
Super
literally
Miki on
invented
that
one.
dragon is actually something that you do not want to mess with, and I guess Team Vigani has let it off, giving that Yuzong to the Super Miki this time. And on the
To
other side, they have
live
picked up
is to
two
trick the
utility heroes
weak.
actually, the Faramis as well as the Chip. So yeah, a very good,
Assassination is my
combination of
way of missing you,
heroes
my
picked up
dear
by the side of
lover.
Team Vigani. But I feel like to counter that, right now, Team Elpido can just pick up a Valentina, I guess, because that will just disable, give them as well the ultimate of that Faramis, even the Chip sometimes if possible. So I guess a Valentina pick might be coming in from the side of Team Elpido right now, and that would be a very nice pick actually. But on the other side, they have already picked up Hanabi. So I guess the Hanabi also does well right now because she does not get controlled by any kind of CC. She has that immunity from herself. But right now it feels like Elpido will be picking up on
I
that
think the grass with the
Tigreal. We
nails
know how
done.
good Isaac Foster is. We saw his setups yesterday. A lot of, 3-man, 4-man sets sometimes coming in from that implosion. And with that, the entire team gets wiped out from the enemy side. So I feel like Vigani has to be really careful because Isaac Foster on that
The grass
Tigreal,
with the nails
you
done.
really don't want to give him that opportunity. Like, if you stay clumped up all together, he's surely going to ult you down.
Exactly, and we had seen him going very aggressive, doing the
Still
turret
waters
dash,
run
doing
deep.
the flanking, and many, many amazing jobs to be honest. And if he can set up his ultimate, that is the
Sir,
implosion of
what's your
two
command?
or three players. There's gonna be the Hanabi, I believe, and there's gonna be the Black Dragon coming in from
I did
any
your
lane using
greatest
that Black Dragon
infections.
form, and that's gonna be something
Even the
devastating.
strongest of
And on the
turrets
other
fail
hand,
to
from
claim
the
me.
side of Vigani, we are seeing a Ling pick, and that is something I really, really love. And on the other hand, the bans are going on once again, and Vigani have chose to ban out that Fanny and that Bane. So they do not want any type of problem against that link, but the Hayabusa is still open. So this might be something they should be scared of because Elpido has that
The
possibility of
hunt
picking out that
begins.
Hayabusa. And if you look at the bands of Elpido, there is an Angel band, there is a Ruby band. So what do you think about the Angel band? Was it necessary in this lineup?
Need some stitches? I can
Well,
Because
help.
I
the
don't find it.
Angela, yeah, you're right, you're right. The Angela, I don't think it was necessary to ban it, but there is the possibility that
I think the
the
grass with the nails
Paramis, I
done.
mean, the Angela can go to the side lanes, but I do not think that's actually going to happen. But still, they banned out the Angela. I really don't know. I'm not sure why Epido decided to do that because the enemy already has a roamer. They have a mid laner as well, so the Angela might go to the side lane because otherwise there's no option for that Angela to play on the other side. But yeah, with that, the Ruby has been banned as well. And the
You should
first
be
pick coming in
ashamed
will be
for
the
not
gold
trusting
laner, that
yourself.
Melissa from the side of Team Vigani. And the Melissa actually, does pretty well against the Hanabi because the Hanabi lacks mobility. And the Melissa, once she connects you with that doll, with that puppet of
I
hers,
tolerate
she just keeps
no
doing damage
invaders.
until you go low.
Yeah!
And the only way to escape from that is, just go out of its range. But with Hanabi, you cannot do that because you cannot really dash out of that. You really have to, just walk away. And walking away, I
Mhm.
don't think it's it doesn't make it that fast. So she can still deal a lot of damage before you move out of the range.
Exactly, and from the side of Elpido, we are seeing Yotora once again. And as I was saying, the Hayabusa is still open. They have went in for the Hayabusa, so it's gonna be Hayabusa versus that Ling in the jungle area. So this is gonna be an electrifying match in the jungle area, I believe. And the last pick would be coming in from the side of Vigani. So let's see
May the
which type of
blood of
hero
my
they
enemies
actually
flow
take
from
on
my
to face
spear.
off that Black Dragon, and they're hovering over to that Mensitar. So the Mincetar might just cancel out the skills of Elpido's players, that is the Yuzong, as well as that Hayabusa. So what do you think about the overall lineup at this point of both the teams?
Well, I feel like both the teams have done a pretty good job with their draft, but I feel like Vigani I feel like Vigani will have the upper hand in this game because they have the Faramis, they have the chip as well. Even that Minsitar with his King's Calling, I mean, those are some game changing ultimates. Yeah, but I will not deny that on the other side, they do have that Tigreal with his Implosion as well. And they also have the Hayabusa with his Oogie Shadow Kill, but the enemy has a Mensitar, so I don't really think it will come in that handy. And the Black Dragon form is there as well. So yeah, I feel like the two strongest ultimates will be the Implosion and the Black Dragon. But on the other side, they have the Portal of the chip. They have the Faramis ultimate as well, the Nether Realm, as well as they have the King's Calling as well from that Mincidar. So I feel like in team fights, Vigani is going to come out stronger.
I believe that as well because they can cancel out the skills of the players of Elpido. But if we look at the mage lane, there is a Paramis versus that Eudora. So I believe that Eudora might have an upper hand in facing off that Melissa as well as that Ling as well as that Paramis. But it's just a matter of time to see actually what happens over here. And already we can see that we are in the land of dawn and nothing crazy is going on around here. Hayabusa is just focused on clearing his buffs, and we can see a rotation coming in from the chip. But I don't think there might be any type of a serious commitment. But we are seeing that Tigreal dealing a lot of damage. But him being so tanky, that was not just successful as we thought it would be. But as I was saying, that it is just the beginning of the match, so there is nothing crazy going on. But if we look at the gold already, Vigani is taking over that gold lead already, and I believe that if this snowballing continues and if they are successful in continuing the snowballing, it's gonna be a problem for El Pido because these two teams have proven themselves already to be the deserving one, to be the deserving champion. So let's see what actually happens over there. But in the meanwhile, we can see in the bottom lane there is a rotation coming in from that Ling. Hayabusa dealt a lot of damage. He was able to retrieve because of his shadows and his ultimate. Sorry, not his ultimate, because of his shadows. So he has to play a bit safe, if you ask me, because that Ling is going very, very aggressive, as well as that Melissa along with the chip. And we can already see the rotation is going towards the top lane. And I believe the turtle would be spawning there. And the first commitment on the turtle is from the Ling. And we can already see Hayabusa is just focusing on his script. I don't think he would be able to go around that turtle zone for now because look at the setup from the side of Vigani. He has no chance of contesting for the turtle, and the first turtle goes to Vigani.
Yeah, I mean the Hayabusa took more than 2 minutes to get his level 4 because the Ling has been denying him of his his farm. Even to look at the chip, it's being so annoying right now. He does have his ultimate, so he might be able to pop up his ultimate on top of that Hayabusa, but no, he will not be doing so. He will be retreating, but like I was saying, the Hayabusa took more than 2 minutes to get his level 4 because the chip was not allowing him to farm well. So yeah, that is a problem which Elpido will be facing right now because right now the jungler is behind in farm, and even the goal laner is actually a bit behind in farm, I guess. That is why they have to really make some plays happen right now. If Tigreal really needs to do something, otherwise they are going to lose out slowly because right now the kill score seems to be 0-0, but the gold is in favor of Team Vigani.
Exactly, and we are already seeing that there is a There is a rotation going around that bottom lane area from the side of Vigani. They are trying to corner out that Hayabusa or maybe that Hanabi as well. But we can already see Tigreal committed there, and I don't think that's a good idea for him. But a kill might just get taken there. First blood was secured by that Melissa. The kill of Tigreal, the Black Dragon being used once again. DK7 was being taken down by that Minsitar, and Minsitar is being taken down by that Black Dragon. Eudora used her ultimate, securing the kill of that ship. So that was something very amazing. 2-for-2 deal around that area. So no one is ready to give up. That's an amazing gameplay coming out from both the teams. And that's the type of gameplay we expect in the grand finals. So the situation is in a passive situation once again, but still the goal lead is in the hand of Vigani, and we can already see Melissa is clearing out the lane. She is not retreating at all. And in the top lane, we can see Min Sitar facing off that Yuzong. But as we already saw, that Yuzong was once able to secure the kill of Min Sitar over there. So Min Sitar should be maintaining a bit of distance from this Yuzong, if you ask me. And already in the mid lane, we can see Chip is following up that Faramis, and the second turtle is there. So let's see if any type of fight breaks down in that riverside.
Well, right now, the Minsitar is there as well, so it won't be easy for the Hayabusa to go inside. He has already used his shadows, so he doesn't even have his skills ready to contest for the turtle. So I do not feel like Elpido will be thinking of taking a contest, taking a fight, but right now the chip is going in aggressive. But I feel like it's not worth it at the moment for any of the teams to make a fight, except the fact that right now, if the side of Team Elpido decides to focus on that Melissa, they might be able to make a comeback here. Oh, the ultimate has been popped off the chip. Three people being immobilized by Hanabi's ultimate, but look at that. Tempest of Blades able to take out the Hanabi, but I feel like the Link might get caught on. NetherRealm has been used as well. Melissa is dealing a lot of damage right now. The Tiger has to back off. It feels like the Faramis will be able to back off as well. Only Chip going down and Hanabi on each side. So it still feels like it was an even trade, but look at that farm lead. It's just piling up on the side of Team Vigani.
Exactly, and with that being said, Minsitar was able to take down the tier 3 from the top lane. This is too early. This is too early to lose a turret, Elpido. What are you guys doing? Look at that Minsitar. He is just clearing off his lanes. He is participating in the team fights. He is doing a lot of things all at once. So that is an amazing Minsitar gameplay coming out from that player of Vigani, and we can already see Hayabusa is getting disturbed by the players of Vigani. He would be taken down by that ship. The fight still goes on, and I believe that Yodora might get taken down, but Tigreal is already there, so the blue buff would be stolen from the side of Elpido. The Tigreal commits once again. Chip is being taken down by the Theodora, but Ling doesn't miss the opportunity. He secures the kill of the Theodora, so they stole that buff. They took a kill as well. So the team fight went into their side, I would say. And in the bottom lane, we cannot win this fight, and we can already see Hanabi is facing off two players over there. She is being taken down, and Melissa was able to take down the turret as well. So look at the snowballing. Look at how aggressive Team Vigani is going on. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, actually, giving away the chip to the enemy was not a wise decision coming in from Elpido. Actually, the chip is the one making those plays happen for the side of Team Vigani. They're always outnumbered when it comes to team fight, and because of that, I feel like Team Vigani are able to make that domination happen on that Hayabusa. Look at that right now. This chip is being so annoying to the enemy, and just because of the chip, Hayabusa is behind in farm and behind in gold as well. And yeah, because of that, they are not able to deal a lot of damage right now, Team Elpido, and that is why they're losing out in those team fights.
Believe that as well. I agree to that. And Hayabusa will be taken down by that Link using the shortcut. And we are already seeing a fight has been broken down in the mid lane area. The Black Dragon has been used. So Dora will be taken down by that Link, and Link will be taken down by that Black Dragon. Killing spree secured by Yuzong over there, but they would be losing that tier 3 of mid lane. So they have secured a kill, but they had to lose that turret. The minion pressure is on the side of Vigani. They would try to steal that buff, I believe, but they do not go for that, or they do not go for the turret as well. They will be just clearing out the minion pressure over there, I believe, and then they would be rotating towards that mid lane bush area where they would be able to secure a spot for them to gank on the players of Elpido. I guess that, and we can already see that Vigani is trying to set gank position for Elpido. They are successful in that, and Hayabusa was being taken down in the procedure. Oh my god, the gameplay coming out from Vigani is amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's expected after what we saw yesterday, the domination which they showed, on a 3-0 straight win over the other team, Crownless. And that is why Team Vigani stand the chance to win the tournament at the moment. Even the first game, they're showing a lot of domination. The kill score might not reflect, the way they are playing, but the goal difference speaks volumes right now because it's evident that the side of Team Vigani are clearly having upper hand over the enemy side. They have the map control. They even are taking down the enemy jungle as well. The Hayabusa is cornered out. They are not allowing him to farm. And look at that. Eudora is being taken down. 5 men already there. The portal has been used. Yuzong is not there at the team fight. And look at that. It might be a wiped out. Like, he comes late. And yeah, he will not be able to do anything. The chip gets taken down again. But look at that. The chip gets taken down in every team fight. But because of him, the enemy team is able to, they're able to take down everyone else, and he's the one only sacrificed. So as a roamer, you're doing a pretty good job, I will say.
Yeah, that's a pretty good roaming coming out from that chip, I would say as well. And the first Lord of the match is here, and we can already see Melissa and Link committing on the Lord already. And without even before even I finished my sentence, Link was the one to secure the Lord. The Lord would be coming from the side, from the mid lane area, I believe. Yeah, he is marching towards that mid lane's inhibitor. And if we look at the inhibitor if we look at the turret situation, 6 turrets were taken from the side of Vigani, and it's just the inhibitors of El Piro that are left. So this is too early for this. It is just 10 minutes of the match, and they have lost all the turrets already, leaving those inhibitors behind. They are also lagging behind in gold, and we can already see the Lord is causing trouble to the players of El Piro as well as that inhibitor, but Chip gets taken down by that Eudora. So if you have noticed, Chip is not able to sustain the damage coming out from Eudora, so that's an amazing Eudora gameplay.
Yeah, actually, the chip. Actually, the chip is not prioritizing, the defense right now. I guess I really want to see his build at the moment, but I feel like the chip has not prioritized the Athena shield and magic defense, because I feel like the most of the damage coming out right now is from that Hanabi and from that Yuzong. The Hayabusa doesn't have enough, enough farm to give out damage, and yeah, like I was saying, look at that. The chip has built just dominance ice, and right now is working on to that Oracle maybe, but he's not going in for the Athena shield yet, and that is why the Eudora is able to deal a lot of damage. But meanwhile, look at the farm of the Hayabusa. Look at the difference between the farm of Hayabusa and Ling. It's almost 4k. The Ling is already on his 4th item, and the Hayabusa is only 2. So he's like 2 items ahead of Hayabusa right now, that Ling.
He is spamming recall.
Yeah, and actually, the truth is that you really cannot win with a Hayabusa against a Ling. And right now, it's even harder for ZK7 to pull out anything with his Hayabusa. He doesn't have the farm. He doesn't have he doesn't have enough resources to make the damage happen. Look at that. Everyone is just level 11 right now. And look at the enemy side. They're level 13. They're level 12. And the Ling is almost level 15. I mean, he's already level 15. So what can you do with that? I mean, you really cannot do much. You don't have your level 3 ultimate available yet. And the enemy has everything available right now. So look at that. They are not even clearing the lanes. They're freezing the lanes. They know what to do. And they're just waiting for the enemy to come out. But I know Elpido also knows that they are trying to bait them out, and they will not let that happen. They'll just sit down in their base. They know the minions, the minion pressure is stronger on the side of Team Vigani, and it will, the waves will come to them eventually. So yeah, that is why they're just sitting down at the moment, and they're trying to weather the storm.
I believe that as well, but Chip had to retreat from his position to clear out the lane on the top lane because the minion pressure from the side of Elpido was huge on the top lane's area, and we can already see from the side of Vigani they have secured the second Lord, and Mincidar was the one to secure this one. So they have cornered out the players of Elpido inside their base, and not even the Tigreal is actually showing that much of courage to come out to initiate anything because he was not enough to actually deal with the damage that is coming out from that chip, from that link, from that Melissa, as well as that Mincetar, if you ask me. But we haven't seen that much of efficiency coming out from that Faramis till now. So I believe that in the next fight we would be seeing an amazing Netherrealm from from this Faramis, and the Lord is marching towards that Midlands inhibitor once again. The Lord is there. They would be losing this inhibitor, and the Lord does that charge attack on that inhibitor, and he is clearing out the pressure at this point. The pressure is immense on the side of Alpedo, and the players are on their feet. So let's see if anything bad happens for them or if they are able to defend this Lord. But I don't think that would be possible because look at the damage coming out from that Ling as well as every player of Vigani. That was speechless. I was speechless. That was so amazing. So congratulations to them. That was absolutely amazing match.
Yep. Vigani won the match quite easily, and the side of Team Vigani, congratulations on winning the first match. And it's just the beginning of the best of seven. So, we'll be back for more action, guys. But right now, let's look at the scoreboard happening and look at that. The damage coming in from that, from that. Even look at the damage dealt by that chip. The chip dealt
That's
so much damage.
23%. Oh my god.
The chip dealt so much damage because of which the Hayabusa was not able to farm. And look at the damage dealt by Hayabusa in this match, just 12,000. And even Super Miki, even though he got his favorite hero, the Yuzong, which he really likes to play, Super Miki not able to pull out anything in this match just because that chip is so annoying. You really need to ban the chip. In the next game,
Yeah, I can see.
I
I
definitely
can see
see.
you have that beef with that Yuzong with that chip as well. So I believe they would be banning out this chip in the next game. And if I look at the turret damage, it is Melissa from the side of Vigani who was able to secure most of the turrets, most of the damage dealt on the turret. So we would be back on the second round after a very short break.
I think the girls with their nails done now.
Welcome back, everyone. This is the second match between Team Vigani and Team Elpido. In the first match, we saw Vigani absolutely dominating the entire map, the Land of Dawn. It felt like they owned it, and right now, Team Elpido will be looking to make a comeback. And because of that, look at that, the ban coming in already. The chip has been banned out in this game. And again, they have decided to ban out the Aurora and the Akai. So Prerna, what are your thoughts about the game right now? Do you think Team Elpido will be able to make a comeback? And if so, how will they be able to make a comeback?
If Elpido has a plan to come back to this game, I believe they have to build up the synergy more. They have to be more aggressive against that Vigani because in the previous match we had seen that the match was only of 13 minutes It was only 13 minutes. They took 13 minutes to finish off that match. So we can already understand how Vigani are actually playing with all the heroes, and they have an amazing map control. They have an amazing synergy. So for Elpido to break that thing, they have to break down all the rotations. They have to go step by step, and they have to just lane cut or do anything to stop the synergy, to stop the team rotation of Vigani. And we are already seeing Leslie getting banned from the side of Vigani, and Elpido banned out that Carmilla once again. So what are your thoughts? Was it wise to ban out that Carmilla instead of that Ling?
Yeah, I definitely feel like, the Carmilla is actually a good ban coming in from the side of Team Elpido, because it's a game-changing ultimate. The Curse of Blood can actually turn the whole game upside down, and that is why they've decided to ban out the Carmilla. And look at that, the first pick coming in from the side of Team Vigani will be that Sicilian, and that means you really need a dive hero which can actually take out the enemy backline. And right now I feel like Super Mickey should be looking to pick up his Yuzong right now, because Yuzong will be very, very useful in this game to take out that Sicilian. But they are trying to pick up that Ruby as well, but I feel like the Yuzong will be a very good pick. And like I was saying, the Super Mickey has picked up his favorite hero, the Yuzong, again.
Yeah, with that Vixana and Yuzong, I believe that Elpido would have a better strategy in this particular match. And the next two picks would be coming from the side of Vigani. So let's see which hero they actually go for. Since they already have a Sicilian in the team that is going to shine in the late games, I believe they should focus on a hero that might carry them throughout the early period of the game. That is, in the early game, I believe they should go for some hero that has that early game potential, just like Harith, or it could be. Okay, there's an Alice coming in from the side of Vigani. Alice gameplay once again. So this is gonna be very aggressive. So we would be seeing that Alice and Angela combo once again. So I am very, very excited to see this one. Very, very excited to see this one, to be honest.
Well, the Alice and Angela can actually be stopped if you go for an early game composition, because the Sicilian is late game. The Angela is also not the best in the early game. I mean, she does not provide that huge amount of heal. She really needs those items, that magic power, to actually heal up the teammates. So yeah, even the Alice as well. Before she hits level 4, she's actually completely useless. So yeah, if you are able to dominate the game right now before the Alice hits level 4, that is before the first 2 minutes. In the first 2 minutes, if Elpido is actually able to pull out an amazing early game for their side, then in the late game, I mean, it won't even take late game for them to shine. They really just need to shut down the Alice in her jungle area. They need to deny her farm. They need to deny this Sicilian off his role. Because look at their side. They really do not have any sort of early game whatsoever. The Sicilian, the Angela, the Alice are not really good at early game. Alice might be a little good in the first, 3 or 4 minutes. Like, I guess when she gets that level 4. But before that, if you're able to shut down and if you're able to get that advantage, I feel like Team Elpido can actually pull off this game. But I feel like, them picking up the Hanabi right here, I don't feel like that's the best thing to do. What do you say?
I feel the same, because Hanabi lacks of that mobility, and on the other hand, from the side of Vigani, there would be Sicilian in the late games who would be just rotating. There would be Alice, so that's gonna be a bit of a problem for that Hanabi to come and take part in any type of team fight. So let's see how exactly they have planned to execute this lineup. And if we talk about the bans at this point, Elpido has banned out that Mincetar and the Ruby as well. So they are really focusing on that EXP lane area. And from the side of Vigani, they have went in for the Fanny. Since there is no jungler from the side of Elpido at this point, they have went in for the jungler oriented ban, I can see, because there was a Fanny, there's a Link. So in the previous match, they had played a very good Link, and so they do not want this Link to be played by the opponent in this particular round. So let's see which hero Elpido actually locks onto. So what do you think? Which hero would be better if they played as a jungler against that
Girls with
Alice.
the nails done.
Well, right now I feel like the Alpha would be a good hero. Even I would say the Nolan can be good here as well, because both of them are actually very fast at jungling. They have a very good jungle clear speed, and they can rotate fast as well, and they deal a lot of damage in the early game. So that is why I feel like the Nolan and Alpha would be a very good pick if the side of Team Elpido decides to pick
We
that
shall
up. But
stand
no, they
fast
will be
to
going
the
in for the
very end.
Tigreal instead, and I feel like the Tigreal is actually good here because for them to take that team fight in their side.
Go back to your crypt with
I
your
believe that as
minions.
well because that crowd control that will be coming from that implosion would be something that you should be scared of. And from the side of Vigani, we are seeing that they are hovering over a different marksmen here, and Clint might be one of them. I don't know yet, but they are just confused as I am, and they are picking that. Granger, I can see that they might pick out that
Know the
Granger or that
power
Melissa,
of
and
the
yeah,
dark
Melissa
side.
it is, and they goes in for the Argus. This is gonna be the first Argus gameplay of this tournament. Wow! So it's gonna be Argus versus that Yuzong in the
Unbound
EXP
by
lane.
the
Mm-hmm.
family or
Oh
destiny.
my
I see
god.
what they have in their sleeve.
I'm really not liking this Gushan right now. I feel like the Gushan would not be able to. I really don't feel like the Gushan can provide anything for the team here because he does have the potential to shine when he hits level 4, but I feel like you still don't get enough damage with Gushan so early unless you get some items, at least the genius one or the glowing one on him, and then he might be able to burst down that Alice, that Sicilian, that Angela. But yeah, I feel like it also comes down to the enemies, sorry, the synergy of the team as well. I feel like the Gushan is actually something that which they have planned and talked about and come to the conclusion for. So yeah, I feel like Team Elpido has thought some things while picking up this Gushan. So I will not tell them that they have decided to pick up the bad hero, but I feel like an Alpha or a Nolan would have been definitely better here instead of the Gushan, because the Gushan really does not farm up that fast. But yeah, he does have a good amount of burst damage to burst down the Alice. But right now, look at that. The Alice is already onto her red buff, and the Gushan is on his blue. So both of the teams might be making rotations towards the goal lane first.
I believe that as well. And we are already in the land of Dawn where we can see both the mages are on their lanes clearing off the minion pressure over there. But Vixana has her passive, so that's gonna be easier for her to clear out the lanes faster than that Sicilian in the early period. And we can already see that Tigreal is trying to hold on to a position where he might set up something for the team, and the rotation goes to that Little Wanderer area, and the Little Wanderer was secured by Elpido. So things are looking quite good at this point for the team Elpido. So let's see if they are able to do the things they were planning on, and the rotation from that Tigreal is onto that goal lanes area. So if I look at Tigreal at this point, he is rotating very well, if you ask me, and we can already see the in the goal lane there is Melissa only. So if Melissa gets cornered out there, there would be no one to follow her up, and that might be a problem for Team Vigani.
Right now, the Gushan might be looking to go in, but the Alice is aware of the position. So yeah, she will be walking away from that bush. But the Gushan, oh my god, he has already lost that. You know, I'm actually telling you, Prerna, if the side of Team Elpido doesn't do anything within the first 2 minutes, then actually they're just losing the game.
I can see that as well. And Gushin is trying to set up for a position where he might go in for the turtle, but the first commitment on the turtle was from that allies. And Tigreal is trying to zone out that allies, but he just rotated back towards his teammates. So I believe that the first fight of this match might break out around this turtle area, because you can already see both the teams are trying to zone out the turtle towards their side. The Black Dragon used by that Yuzong already. We can already see Angela using her hard guard on that Argus, and we can see the fight is still going on around that area, but no one was able to secure the turtle yet. But Yuzong gets cornered out in this position, and Yuzong would be taken down by that Angela. So the first blood was secured by Vigani already, and we can see Cecilian is trying to get a grasp of the players of Elpido, but that would not be enough. Eternal Guard used by Vixana over there. Angela being taken down, and it was Alice who was able to get the first turtle for the team, and the rotation is going towards that Midlands area. So that was an amazing gameplay coming out from the Vigani. Even they do had to lose the first player. The first blood was secured from their sides, but they got a kill as well as a turtle. So that gives him an upper hand, even though it's a slight lead of gold, but it is a lead somehow. So let's see if they are able to do anything in this particular gameplay. And Dark was being taken down by ZK7. As you were talking about that Lucian, he is proving you wrong, I would say.
Well, honestly, even though the side of Team Elpido is having that early game right now, but in the late game, I do not feel like it will come. I mean, just honestly telling you, Prerna, if 1 or 2K goal lead is not really enough for Team Elpido to win this match. If they really want to win this match, they need to have at least a 4 or 5K goal lead. Otherwise, the Alice is easily able to dominate them the entire match, because the side of Vigani actually scales much more than Team Elpido. The side of Team Elpido scales actually, that Hanabi actually scales up, but the Gushan, even the Vexana, the Yuzong, I mean, as late game comes around, they are falling off. They're falling off in their power spike. Their actually power spike comes around the 5 or 6 minute mark. So you really need to, close out the entire game and deny the enemy of their power spike before that. But right now it doesn't seem to be the case, because teams Elpido is actually taking it slow, and Team Vigani are the one pushing the tempo, and they are the one controlling the tempo of the game right now.
Yeah, we can already see that, and we are seeing a type of aggressive poking coming from the side of Vigani in the top lane area. Hard guard used by that. Hard guard was almost being connected on that allies, but she did not use that yet, and they are still holding on to that top lane's area where that Hanabi was trying to clear out the minion pressure. Since the turtle is here once again, I don't think any type of fight would be taken in any other lane except for the turtle's area, and we can already see Vigani is doing an amazing job dealing a lot of damage on the Tigreal. DK7 been taken down, and this is gonna be Tigreal next time. Yeah, with that being said, the turtle would be going to the side of Vigani once again, because the jungler isn't here. They had to lose 2 patient players from their side, and another kill secured from the side of Vigani. This time this is gonna be the Vixana, and in the meanwhile we had seen in the EXP lane, Argus was able to take a turret down over there. Hanabi is facing a lot of trouble to face off 3 of the players around there, even though she is standing around her turret, but that's not enough because she is being outnumbered there. So what do you think? To stop this aggressiveness of Vigani, what do this Elpido need to do?
I mean, to be honest, I like I told you already, they have already lost the game. because right now, to be honest, Team Vigani, the aggression which they're showing is because right now Team Elpido is not able to do anything about the thing which they are doing right now. Like, look at that, the goal lead, it's already around 3K. Like I told you, they were not even leading on the goal. Vigani was still leading by almost 1,000, like a 500 600 goal lead. But after that second turtle, now they're leading on a 3K goal lead. So, and they scale way more. I mean, even though the Hanabi can deal a lot of damage, the Melissa, once her ult connects, she does way more damage than that Hanabi, as well as the the Alice as well. She does a way more damage, and she can even sustain. So the Gushan, he tried to go in for that Angela there, but Angela was able to sustain out, and that means he got caught up in the wrong position, and that is why He was not able to do anything about it. And right now, look at the damage coming in from their allies. Just the allies able to take down almost 50% HP of the Tigreal. So the Tigreal is actually a tank. But just think about the other heroes then. Will they be able to survive that Alice?
Yeah, exactly. As you were saying that this Alice would be unstoppable from the mid game to the late game, and we can already see a glimpse of that along with the Sicilian. It is going to be very problematic for Elpido to come back to this situation. And already we can see that Sicilian was able to take down the turret, and Argus has taken down that Dong in the EXP lane. A fight is going on around the blue buff area of Elpido, and they have to retreat because the damage Tigreal had to deal over there is not gonna be something we can actually look over. And killing spree secured by that Melissa. Vixana was able to get the kill of the Sicilian over there. The fight was still going on, and yeah, the fight has ended, I believe. Yeah, the fight has ended, and in the meanwhile, we can see that from the side of Vigani, they have committed on the Lord already. So without any contest, they would be able to secure this Lord. So with the help of this Lord, I believe they would be going in for the inhibitors. If I'm not wrong, because in the top lane, it's just the inhibitor that is standing still. So yeah, either it's gonna be the the bottom lane's inhibitor, or it's gonna be the tier 2 of the mid lane and the top lane. So let's see if any type of fight breaks down. Before that, we can already see Melissa was trying to initiate a fight over there, but she retreated from there because they wouldn't want to lose the Lord to Elpido at this point, because we have seen them playing very, very aggressive throughout the tournament, and not a single time they were actually they actually lost the advantage of the Lord to the opponent. And in the meanwhile, Angela is being taken down, Argus is being taken down, 3 players are down from the side of Vigani, 4 players are down at this point. It's gonna be a wipeout. Is it gonna be a wipeout? Because we can see Melissa is getting chased, but with a very, very low HP, she was able to retreat. I don't know why Elpido did not continue the chase. They could have went for the Melissa because she had almost only 1 HP left. So that was disappointing, I would say.
Well, you're right about that. They could have went for the chase, especially because the Melissa sits on a 400 KDA right now. On top of that, look at the amount of gold she has as well. So yeah, there is a huge bounty on her probably right now. And if the side of Team Elpido is able to take her down, then yeah, they'll get a lot of gold from that. And considering that, they would have, they should have made a chase, but the minions were still pouring on from all the lanes. So yeah, they decided to clear that out first. Actually, I would say it was a 50-50 decision coming in from Team Elpido. But yeah, right now the safer choice would have been to clear that lane. And the Alice, the Alice and the Tigreal are actually the ones who are controlling the tempo of the game right now on each side. It's not the Gushan, it's not the Melissa, it's the Alice and the Tigreal who are the one making the plays, because they're inside that turret. When the Alice took that dive, she was caught out with that implosion, so the turret damage just kept piling up, and the entire team got wiped out because of that. So yeah, that's why the Tigreal, they have to be really careful of the Tigreal right now. The Tigreal is the one who is making the plays happen for the side of Team Elpido, and that is why they have to be careful of that Tigreal. The Sicilian, oh, the Gushan might be able to take down, but no, the Argus is able to escape using his ultimate.
Exactly, and we can already see the Tigreal was doing the initiation in the team fight, and we can already see a fight has broken down. Black Dragon is used by that team already, but Tigreal being so low, he has to retreat. But in the meanwhile, ZK7 gets down, and also from the side of Vigani, we can already see Alice is down there, but there is Sicilian in the team, so he would be able to complete that absence of that Alice over there, and he secured the kill of Super Mickey over there. So the things are looking quiet on the side of Vigani at this point. They have secured 6 turrets, even though they are on an equalizer in case of the kill. But if I talk about the gold, they are still leading in a 3.4k gold. So this is not going to be good for Elpido. And already the second Lord is there. So I believe from the side of Vigani, it's going to be them who would commit on the Lord first. Because if I talk about Gushan, we haven't seen him contesting for Lord or turtle or any of the objectives whatsoever. And we can already see Argus is trying to clear out the lane in the top lane, and in the bottom lane Melissa is there. But I believe Tigreal is trying to provide vision for the team at this point, but that wouldn't be that fruitful because look at the Sicilian, look at the Melissa. Melissa can take down that Lord all by herself at this point, but I don't know what they are actually waiting for. But I guess they are waiting for that Argus to zone out the players towards him. While we can already see that, yeah, the commitment on the Lord is there already, and there is no one from the side of Elpido to contest for that. And the Lord was being secured by Alice. So the next fight would be in the mid lane, I believe. Because,
Yes,
yeah,
most
if you look at
probably.
Elpido, they would be cornered to their base, if I'm not wrong.
Exactly, exactly. You're right about that. And just like the last game, look at them. They have not taken down any single turret, but on the side of Team Vigani, they have taken down all the enemy turrets except the inhibitors. And it will be the same old story, I guess, because right now, Team Vigani, I mean, if you look at the goal difference, it's almost 5k, and I feel like the Alice has already, made that winter crown as well. So right now, she will be able to, to dive in the enemy backline and get some time to get all her HP and deal a lot of damage as well. And I feel like the side of Team Elpido doesn't have enough to sustain. And look at that, the inhibitor already gets taken down. They're still able to defend that mid lane though. Argus is going in, and look at that. Hanabi has been taken down. Their main damage dealer gets taken down. It might be the end for Team Elpido because the minions are pouring in from all sides and they are not able to clear it out. Oh, the Gushan goes in though. The ultimate is still there on the Argus. Argus locks down the base. Will they be able to take it down the base? It feels like the Alice is already on a double kill. Argus triple kill already. Might be a maniac. Might be a maniac. Will it be a maniac? No. The base goes down first. The maniac will be denied. And Team Vigani with the second win over Team
Victory!
Elpido.
Since this is gonna be a best of seven, so Team LP will still have a chance to come back to this game. But before that, congratulations to Vigani for winning this round as well. If we look at the scoreboard already, the MVP was secured by the Melissa instead. I thought it's gonna be the Alice, but it was Melissa because look at the damage coming out from this particular He had 24% hero damage over there. And if you look at the turret damage, it was Argus in this time who had the most turret damage from the side of Vigani. But if we look at the players of Elpido, they tried their best as well. But as I was saying, that they are lacking something. So they have to find out what's that something they're lacking of. And with that being said, we would be taking a very short break. After that, we would be moving on towards that round 3 of tonight.
I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the third round of tonight, which is going to be between the Elpido and Vigani. Currently, the scoreboard is at 0-2. That is, the Elpido have not secured any match in their side yet. But I believe this is going to be the match where they can make a comeback. And on the other hand, Vigani were able to secure 2 consecutive wins. And we are in the drafting phase already. From the side of Elpido, we can see there is a ban on that Vendetta and Aurora once again. And this time it's going to be Chip from the side of Elpido. So they are actually scared of this roamer. And in the casting deck, I am here with you, Prerona, and with me is Fred.
Similar bans coming in just like the previous 2 games. I am expecting a similar story here as well. But I do hope Team Elpido are trying to write a different story this time and do not want the same story to be continued in this game. But right now we see the bans on the screen already. Like I said, similar bans happening from the last 2 games, and right now I feel like Team Elpido will be following the similar story. Carmilla has been banned as well. Oh my god. Do they have a change of plans or are they just going to continue what they're doing so far? I mean, right now they have the first pick, and I feel like okay, Prerna,
It's
I'm
gonna
telling
be
you.
Sicilian.
Nah. It's going to be Yuzong. I'm telling you, the first pick will be Yuzong from their side. Just see.
What if not? If they do not take Yuzong at this period, I would say that you have to you have to treat me with something. Okay, so we are betting on this. We casters are betting on this. This is not gonna be Yuzong on the first pick from the side of Elpido, but they are taking their sweet time. In the meanwhile, we can see Sicilian got banned instead from the side of Vigani. So in the previous match, they played a very good Sicilian gameplay. The Sicilian was doing an amazing job in all the team fights over there. Also in solo 1v1s as well without Vixana. See, they did not go for that song. This is gonna be Ruby this time. So I am the winner. Okay, give me money. Hit me with money.
You didn't choose which hero they will pick, so I won't count that.
I said it's not gonna be. I said it's not gonna be Yuzong. It's gonna be something else. So yeah, I win in this period, and this is gonna be Ruby.
Actually, I'm happy. I'm happy that I lost the the bet here, because if they picked up the Yuzong again, oh my god, the same story would happen just like the last 2 games. But it feels like Team Elpido are there with a new plan in their mind, and they're going in for that Ruby first pick. But with that, they'll be losing that control in the mid lane, because on the other side, Team Vigani has decided to pick up that Vixana as well as the Tigreal. So Zach Foster won't be getting his hands on that Tigreal in this game. But it feels like Super Mickey does still have that Yuzong. ready and open for him to pick up. But in the last two games, we saw the Yuzong did not work out so well for him. He was not able to deal the damage that he wants to deal because the enemy is so tanky and they burst him down when he tries to go in. And that is why I feel like Super Mickey needs a change of plans. And I mean, the Khalid would have been a very good pick here, I guess, if Super Mickey decides to do that. Because Khalid, he does have the rotation, he has a lane clear as well. He can make an initiation with his rising sand as well. So I feel like the Khalid would be a very good pick. But oh, the OG combo of Hylos and Valir will be picked up by the side of Team Elpido. And
Did they say valid in this whole tournament?
no, this might be the first Valir, I guess. And there was a meta back in the day. I think it was almost 6 or 7 seasons ago. Actually, I guess almost 2 years ago. The Valir and the Hylos was such a good pick in that mid lane and roam role. Like both of them just dominating the entire map, rotating fast and giving support to the side lanes, making the initiation, giving out damage as well. But it was a long time ago, around 2 or 3 years back. But right now, it feels like Team Elpido are looking to bring back that strategy and trying to make something happen this time. But oh my God, to counter that Ruby and Hylos, the side of Team Vigani has already picked up that X-Borg.
So yeah, as you were saying that there would be a deadly combination between the Hylos and that Valor, I don't think they would be able to do much since there is an X-Borg already, but it's a matter of fact how they actually execute the game and how they actually zone all the players. And from the side of Elpido is going to be the next ban, which is going to be Carry. And if you look at Vigani, they have banned out that Link. So they are probably going in for the jungle-oriented ban, I believe, and there is Hayabusa left open, so I guess that would be Hayabusa, or it could be a marksman ban as well, since there is no marksman in the opponent field yet, and since Elpido tried to block out that carry. So yeah, I believe they're gonna ban a marksman, or it could be a jungler, but it's a matter of time to see what they actually go for. But if we look at the current lineup, they have Vexana, they have Tigreal, they have Igor, so they have that crowd control, they have that stun, they have the damage coming out from that last insanity of that Igor would be something that's gonna be very, very annoying. And the last ban from the side of Vigani was of that Fanny. As I was saying, there would be a jungle-oriented ban. So we would not be seeing any Fanny. Since the Hayabusa is still open, I guess Hayabusa might get picked from the side of Vigani. They might have that in their mind. What do you think? Would Hayabusa be a good jungler in this current lineup?
Well, the Hayabusa can be picked up to take down the Valir, but I do not feel like he will be causing any problems to the Ruby or the Hylos. But yeah, the Hayabusa is actually a good option considering the jungle role. I mean, he does clear fast, and he also has the potential to take down the objectives as well. Those neutral objectives, the turtle, the lord, can actually retribution while he's in his ultimate. So yeah, it's actually a very good hero. But right now, look at that, the band's coming in. Oh my God, the Mia. Oh my God, the Mia is a nightmare. In the late game, you don't really want to deal with that Mia, and the Mia will be picked up by the side of Team Vigani. Goal laners and junglers being banned on both sides. Oh, the Belleric is being shown on the screen right now. The Belleric and Lolita actually counters that Mia very, very hard. And I feel like a Belleric would be actually a very good pick here coming in from Team Elpido. They also have the Hylos and they also have the Ruby as well. So they really don't need to think too much about the side lanes, because the side lanes so far seem very strong. And oh my God, the
Nolan.
Yeah,
oh my God, the Nolan you've been waiting for.
Yeah, the Nolan. It's such a good hero. The fast clearing, the dashes as well. The Nolan can actually come in and come out of those team fights pretty fast. And he also has a very low cooldown on his ultimate.
Not Yin, please, not Yin. I hate this player. I hate this hero. He's so annoying, man.
And right now, it feels like Team Vigani are actually confused on what type of jungler they should pick. I feel like they should go with the Xborg jungle and they should pick up another side laner here because the Xborg will be very effective to clear, to actually, poke that Hylos and Ruby down in those front lines and even the Lolita as well. But the Yin, I do not
Nah.
feel like that's the best option here
Yeah,
because,
I
I mean,
feel like that too.
yeah, and no, like I said, look at that. I feel like they're trying to take up a side laner here. Oh, Alpha, like I said in the last
Oh.
game, against the high HP heroes, Alpha is the best option. And right now, look at that. He picks up the Alpha, and right now, Vigani, oh my god, this draft is so good coming in from their side. And it can work out so well right now. And oh my god, I really do not have any words. Vigani are just so good at the drafting. They almost win the game 70% of the times just because of how good their draft is.
Exactly, and I love that Vixana skin. I was trying to say that from the very beginning, and yeah, I believe that Alpha is going to be a good choice here as well because since there is a lot of crowd control in their team, they have that damage as well, and they can face off that Nolan very well with that Alpha, I believe. But it's going to be Xborg who would be zoning out that Hylos from the team fights, I would say, and let's see how actually things work out for them. So, what do you have to say about the lineup of Elpido?
Well, in my opinion, the Alpha, even though the Alpha can actually cause problems for the Ruby and the Hylos, the Nolan can actually have a pretty decent time against the Alpha because they do not have the Minsitar on the other side. And that must be the biggest, sigh of relief for that Nolan here. But yeah, he can actually outfarm the Alpha because I have played with Nolan and I have played with Alpha as well. And in my opinion, like
So,
Alpha is
you're a
actually,
jungler.
yeah, actually I'm a jungler, and the Alpha actually clears jungles very fast in the first 2 minutes. But once Nolan gets his ultimate, and because the ultimate cooldown is very less, he's actually able to clear out much faster than that Alpha. And look at that, look at him. He's already on, he already took the two buffs, and he already took the, creep as well, that little wanderer. And right now, look at that Alpha. Is only now he's starting his red buff. So that is the, jungling speed of Nolan. He's very fast clearing jungle.
Yeah, he is an overpowered hero since he was being launched in this Land of Dawn, and we can already see that Mia had taken a lot of damage from that Ruby, and Alpha is there to back her up. But let's see if things work out for Ruby over there. Since there is an Alpha, there is a chance of her getting cornered in that situation. But if we look at the mid lane, the rotation is going towards that top lane area from the Elpido as well. So Alpha has to retrieve from the situation because they are going to be outnumbered over there. Mia has already taken a lot of damage, so that would be the best decision for them to retrieve from that very lane. And things are looking quiet, passive at this point, and almost we can say they are almost in neck to neck in that goals as well. So the first turtle of this match would be spawning. No, the first turtle of the match has spawned already. So I believe that there might be a fight breaking out in that turtle area. What do you think?
Yeah, I feel like the side of Team Vigani has the upper hand right now because look at them, all of them are level 4, and the Zask, I mean, sorry, the Valir gets caught out there inside that bush area. And look at that Lolita. The Lolita should be actually, going in for that, mid lane minion right now so that she can get her level 4 instead of scouting the area. But she's not doing that, and because of that, look at the enemy is already way ahead of the side of Team Elpido. Even though you may not see any kills happening on the board right now, but the advantage is still on the side of Team Vigani. But oh, Nolan, you proved me wrong right now. You just took down that Mia, creating the advantage for that Ruby in the goal lane right now. And it feels like even though they lost out the turtle, they lost a kill as well because of the Valir, but they're actually ahead in farm. And look at that, they took the turtle, but right now the Nolan is still ahead in terms of goal. Oh, Alpha has to be really careful there. Oh, two people going into the Alpha. Look at the Alpha, somehow able to sustain, but no, not enough. He will get caught out there. And right now it seems like Elpido have taken it personal, and they're trying to make a comeback. The Lolita has used her Luminant Blast onto the Tigreal. The Tigreal is still able to escape though. The Nolan's still going in. Will he be able to take him down? Yes, the Tigreal goes down as well. Oh my God, Elpido, nice game coming in from their side.
Even though the Eternal Guard was there and Nolan, even though the Eternal Guard was there, it was not enough to actually tank the players from the of the side of Vigani, and we can see a rotation towards the top lane area once again, where there is Lolita, there is Valor, there is Ruby. So I believe that it is gonna be a problem for Mia if she does not retreat from that, or if she is not followed up by her teammates. And yeah, as I was saying that there might be a chance of that Ruby upper hand for Ruby for taking out that Mia, because we can already see the Valid is there, but Tigreal is going somehow. The Tigreal is somehow rotating towards her, but I believe he might get cornered instead, because we can already see that Lolita was trying to initiate on him, and he has dealt a bit of damage from that, but that's not gonna be enough to take him down. And the rotation came towards that mid lane area, where we can see Xborg is there, Tigreal is there, and Vixana is there as well, and the second turtle is here. So I believe that it is gonna be better if they actually go for the turtle first and not the fight at this point.
Yeah, but look at that. The Tiger is not allowing him to do so. The Nolan gets caught out, but he's able to make the escape. But the Alpha is there as well. He's arrived onto the scene right now. And the Nolan is low. Look at the damage coming in from the Xbox. The Lolita is being chunked down slowly. He might go down. No, the Lolita has used her, revitalize, but she gets taken down still. And look at that. The damage coming in from that Vali. The Vali is still trying to poke them out. The Tiger is there in the, behind them. He's trying to flank him up. He might be able to do so. Oh, the Nolan gets the turtle. First turtle of the entire series actually right now for the side of Team Vigani. And with that, it feels like Elpido are actually, planning to make a comeback right now.
I believe that as well, because the damage coming out from the players of Elpido is huge at this point, and with the help of that Valid, they are able to sustain from every initiation coming from that Tigreal. So it is looking quite good for them. So I believe this is going to be the match where Elpido might shine. But if we look at the top lane, they have already lost that tier 3 to the players of Vigani. So I believe that gives Vigani a better map control at this point. And we can already see that Alpha is facing a lot of trouble, facing off that Lolita as well as that
Oh my
Nolan over
god.
there. A very low HP of that Lolita. Lolita gets down by that Vixana's Eternal Guard, but with a very low HP. Alpha was able to sustain, and we can already see our initiation is coming from the side of Vigani on that Valor, but Valor somehow survives that. But in the meanwhile, Xborg gets down by that Ruby. So Ruby has a chance over there to take down the tier 3 of Vigani, and that would give them a equalizer position, if you ask me.
Yeah, but look at that. The Nolan is still there. He's trying to take a, vision there for that Ruby. And he will be able to do so. The Tiger is not able to do anything much at the moment, but they're able to defend the top lane, tier 1. And with that, look at that. In the bottom side, though, the Hylos is also clearing the lanes. They have lost down the turret. Oh, nice damage from both, both the junglers. But of course, the Alpha comes out on top again. His level is one level ahead of that Nolan. Even though the Nolan has a better jungling speed, the Alpha is actually ahead in terms of, level right now. But the turtle is up as well. This is going to be the last turtle. And it feels like Team Elpido should be making their way to the turtle right now, because they really need this to, cover up that goal gap which they're having right now. Because look at that goal gap actually. They're almost on a 2k goal lead right now, Team Vigani. Even though they don't have the score, they have the turrets. They have the turrets from the enemy side as well. So yeah, they're actually having the map control, and that is why look at that turtle. No contest from the side of Team Vigani. And with that, I feel like Team Vigani are just establishing the dominance which they're already showing.
Exactly, and they have started the snowballing already. We can already see Alpha was trying to initiate a fight over there, but that was not successful. But the Mia is there to back him up. So the Mia would be providing with a lot of damage, if you ask me. And look at that Eggbot. He is trying to zone out, but he might get troubles. And we can already see him getting chased down by the players of Elpido over there. He is in a very low HP, so he has to retrieve from the situation. So there wouldn't be any Xborg in the team fight for now. But look at that Vixana used her ultimate already. Hylos used his ultimate already, but things are not looking quite good for that Tigreal. Tigreal gets down, and ZK7 was being taken down by that Mia. Mia is being taken down by that Valor. Many things are going on, and Super Mickey is being taken down as well. So the 4 players are down from the side of Elpido. That's a double kill for that Alpha. So yeah, even though Elpido showed us a ray of hope, but that is not going according to the plan. And look at that Xborg. He is chasing down that Valor, and he is successful in this. And that's a wipeout. Oh my goodness. That's a wipeout already from the side of Vigani. So that was an amazing gameplay coming out from this whole lineup. Amazing. That is amazing gameplay, I would say.
Yep, amazing lineup, amazing gameplay, amazing skills on that Xborg, on that Alpha, Vexana, Mia, Tigreal, whatnot. Team Vidani just showing us how to play this game at the moment. And Elpido, they're trying to make things happen for themselves, but things are not just working out. I mean, they're just because of the draft, I would say. The draft was just way too, early for that, for that Lolita to be picked up. Actually, I mean, like, talking about the draft is useless at the point. But right now, it feels like Team Vigani are already establishing a dominance in those lanes. But it's actually looking good than previous games before Team Elpido, because in previous games they lost all the turrets. Oh, look at the damage coming in from that Alpha. He's dealing so much damage on that Lolita right now. And the glorious pathway has been used, but look at the way he dances when he tries to go inside. The Vexana able to make her dance. Oh, Lolita, oh, I'm sorry, Vexana will be caught out there though by ZK7. And right now the Mia and the Alpha are already onto the Lord. And
Whoa.
they have
Lord
already
is
taken it
the
down.
secured. Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that. Look at that Tigreal. He's taking so much damage and he doesn't even give anything about it. And oh my god, Tigreal able to take 3 members, in that implosion. But oh my god, Alpha will get caught out here. He did too much. And there, look at that. Ruby is still going in though. Sorry, the Lolita is still going in onto the Mia. The Mia will be stunned with that Numenon Blast. And the stun of her first skill, the enhanced basic attack as well. And right now, look at that. Xbox trying to make a play happen. Is trying to use the last insanity onto 4 members. Not being able to do so. The Hylos gets taken down though. Oh my god, he still goes down, taking down 1 person there. That's insane.
Yeah, that's insane from that Xborg, and we can already see the Lord is marching down from the top lane area, and he has taken down that tier 2 of the top lane, where Lolita, where the Ruby is there to defend him, and I believe Ruby would be alone able to defend that Lord for now, and we can already see things are going very passive for both the teams. And if we look at the current situation, Team Elpido were not able to take any of the turrets down from the side of Vigani, so this is not looking good for them till now. And even though they had an amazing gameplay in the previous team fight, but things would not be enough if they don't take any turrets down. And on the other hand, we can see Vigani have taken 5 turrets already, and with I believe with this minion pressure, they would be able to take down the tier 2 of the mid lane as well. But that's the first turret for the side of Elpido on the top lane, where Xborg was there, but he was a bit late, and that costed them the tier 3 of the top lane. So I believe that Elpido still has a chance, don't you think?
Elpido actually has a chance right now, because look at that. 1v1 against the Mia takes him down. And Xbox is doing a lot of damage, but somehow the Ruby is still able to sustain. Oh, look at the Numenon Blast connecting onto 3 members. Takes down the Vexana there. Implosion connects as well. Alpha Charge connecting onto that Hylos alone, but will be able to take him down. Right now, the Alpha might be looking for a chase there. Oh, last Insanity has been used as well. The Alpha is still there. Oh, Implosion might be coming in anytime, but no, it will not come in. The Alpha able to take down the Ruby as well. The Alpha still has his skills ready, might be going in for more. Xbox zoning out them from away from their blue buff. Right now, look at the Tigreal is causing problems for that Nolan. The Nolan might be looking to go in, takes down the Tigreal, but he goes back in again and gets taken out. Lolita is the only one standing right now. Oh my god, that was not good from that Nolan there. But it feels like the Lord will be coming up in less than 10 seconds, and Vigani might be getting this Lord again.
I believe that as well, because we are not seeing ZK7 anywhere near because he is still dead and he has not reincarnated. And already the commitment on the Lord has been done from the side of Vigani, and they have slain the second Lord. So this is going to be a problematic situation for Elpido if they do not act Xborg first, don't you think?
Yep, you're right about that. They have to zone out the Xbox. The Xbox is the one creating problems for the front line, and if they are able to zone out the Xbox, then things might go a little bit in their favor. But right now, it feels like the mid lane inhibitor, sorry, the mid lane tier 2 will be taken down, and the Lord is marching down the top lane as well. The minions have been cleared on the bottom lane though, and the minions are pouring in from that mid lane, from that top lane right now. And it feels like that Tigreal is looking for an opening. The side of Team Elpido have to be really careful. And it seems like Vigani is ready to engage. The conceal play has been used. They might be going in for an ultimate implosion, but no, there is no opening, and they will be losing that top lane tier, inhibitor as well. And right now, the damage coming in, the Ruby not able to sustain, has to flicker out of the situation. And okay, there are no minion waves for now for Team Vigani to do anything, but oh,
Oh my god, the combined stun coming in from that Mia as well as that Vixana is so huge, gun. It is so huge. I am a big fan of this already, and we can see the minion pressure is building up around the base area of Elpido at this point, and we can see in the bottom lane Ruby getting melted down by that Alpha, and even though Hylos used his ultimate, that is not playing quite good for them because the Eternal Guard is taking a lot of damage from the side of Vigani, and Mia is there, and Mia is providing a lot of damage, and along with the help of that Mia, Alpha was able to take down a kill. Xborg is being taken down by that Valor, but the damage dealers are still there. So Vigani are still standing so strong on them, and already we can see there was an initiation coming on that Tigreal, but that was not successful because the Tigreal is so tanky at this point. Along with that Mia, he is just unstoppable if you ask me. So things are looking quite bad for Elpido at this point. 7 of the turrets are being secured from their side as well, so they have to keep that in mind that they have to clear out the minions, they have to defend the turrets, the remaining 2 inhibitors to be honest, and also they have to look out for the buffs because we can see from the side of Vigani there was an initiation coming on that buff area.
to take down enemy right now, trying to make a lot happen for their side. And oh my god, the Lord is almost down right now. I feel like Retribution battle has to be seen. Who gets a Retribution? Oh, Elpido! ZK7 able to secure the Retribution. And that means the game will be dragged on. Elpido not giving up without a fight in this game. But that means 2 members are still down on the side of Team Elpido. Super Mickey and Isaac Foster is down. So that means there is a chance for Team Ivigani to make the end happen. But the Lord is there on the side of the Pedo, and the minions are there as well. There is no minion pressure. The minion pressure is there, arriving in that mid lane area. They're trying to deal with the Lord as soon as they can, not letting that Lord march down to their base. And it feels like they will be able to do so. The minion pressure has been cleared in the mid lane by the Nolan as well. Oh my god, this time Team Elpido are actually really, giving up a good fight to the side of Team Vigani.
Exactly, and we can already see that the Lord was being defended by Vigani inside the base area of Elpido over there, but things are not looking good for that Tigreal. He is in a very low HP and he will be taken down by that Valor, and Mia is trying to provide a lot of damage on the Lolita, but Lolita would be able to sustain in the situation, so they have to go back because they do not have that initiator with them. So there wouldn't be anyone for them to take in all the damages, but look at that damage coming out from that Vixana. The Eternal Guard is there to tank for a bit at this moment, so they would be able to defend that mid lane tier 3 for now. And before that Tigreal comes over, I believe it's gonna be the Eternal Guard for them. And yeah, even though Hylos uses ultimate, but that wasn't of that much use, and you can already see that Vixana is getting cornered by that big takedown. Vixana and Mia used her second skill, but that is of no use. Mia gets taken down, and Nolan gets double kill over there. So they have a chance of getting back to this game. They are showing an amazing gameplay at this point, and yeah, they would be taking down that mid lane tier 3 without even any question, and we can see they are going in for the tier 2 already. And even though there was a chance of them getting defended, but it's gonna be Eggborg who would be zoning out that Super Mickey, and Super Mickey gets down by that Eggborg. So this Super Mickey, that is, this Hylos is not able to sustain this Eggborg as expected, to be honest.
Yeah, but I'll say one more thing actually, because the time at which the side of Team Vigani had died, it feels like it's a very good time to die, because the Lord
Exactly.
is not yet. It's not, the Lord is not yet, you know, up. So yeah, I mean they will be available before the Lord. So I feel like the kills coming in for Elpido in that, in that mid area, we on the tier 1 tower. I mean, even though they got the kills there, they were not able to take an advantage except one tower there in the mid lane. So I feel like killing 3 people but not able to take any towers down. I mean, that's not the best thing in this scenario for them. And right now, look at it. Everyone is ready for the Lord, and I do feel like Elpido have to be patient again, like they were in that mid lane area just a minute ago. And if they're able to pull that off, ZK7 will get, if they get this Lord, there is a chance they can actually end the game.
Oh my god, Xborg is getting melted down by the players of Elpido over there. He is being outnumbered over there. Even though he has his immortality skill popped up over there, but he wouldn't be able to sustain in the situation, I believe, because he is being chased down by.
Oh my god, the Alpha takes down the Ruby. Double kill already. 4 members still alive on the side of Team Vigani. Alpido does have 3 though. And right now, the Valir trying to make, trying to zone out the enemy with his fireballs. But will he be able to do so? The ZK7 is very slippery to catch right now. Oh, Mia able to take down ZK7 so fast. Oh my god, it didn't even feel like ZK7 was there on the map.
Exactly. It didn't even feel that Nolan is facing off that Mia at this point. And we can already see that Alpha is committing on the Lord already. And we can see the Mia is going in for the kill of that Lolita. But Lolita used her shield, so she would be able to sustain the situation. On the other hand, Alpha was the one to secure the Lord already. So this is going to be the end for Elpido, I believe, because this Lord, and look at the current map situation. Vigani has every resources they want, so they would be able to take advantage of this Lord, I believe. But it's about luck, to be honest, and it's about how they execute the gameplays, because we cannot predict what happens in the land of Dawn. And we can see that the players of Elpido are quite busy in clearing out the lanes, and they are not able to come out of their base.
Yeah, they're busy clearing the lanes, clearing, and also defending those towers. But right now, look at the minion pressure. They're trying to sing that lane. They're trying to sing all the 3 lanes. Team Vigani, look at that lane sync coming in so good this time around. And oh my god, the lane pressure is building up from all the 3 sides. Will they be able to defend it out? Seems hard. The Nolan gets taken down already in that bottom lane area. The inhibitor has been taken out in the mid lane. The bot lane inhibitor gets taken down as well. Oh my god, it's exposed from all the sides. Alpha charges him though. The Ruby is so low right now, has to use the flicker. Oh, implosion connects. And it might be the end for Team Elpido. The Lolita is the only one standing, won't be able to do much. The base has been locked down. And the third game as well, going into the favor of Team Vigani.
Exactly. Since this is a best of 7, if they win the next round as well, Vigani would be the champion, even though El Pido this time had put up a really good show for us. They were not able to sustain, and they were actually taken down by Vigani over there. And if we look at the current situation, from the side of Team Vigani, the MVP might be the MVP goes to Alpha, I believe. And look at the damage coming in from all the players at this point. And if we look at the damage taken, it's Tigreal who took 35% of the damage, and it was actually Alpha who dealt 24%. So that is huge if you ask me. So overall, it shows actually why Team Vigani was able to take this round in their name. And with that being said, we will be taking a very short break and we will be right back with the fourth match of tonight.
I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done.
Welcome back, everyone. This might be the last match of the night because Team Vigani are already on a 3-0 and Team Elpido are still yet to win a match in the series. It is a best of 7, so Team Vigani are on the match point right now. And if they win this one, they will take away the series of MCCS Season 3. And right now on your screen, you can see the bans happening already. And take us away with those bans right now. Prerna, explain us why do you think people are, I mean, both the teams are coming up with so predictable and so similar bans like every game.
I believe that they are not ready to face off these heroes. But if you look at Vigani, we can see Aurora getting banned once again for the fourth time from the side of Vigani, and it is going to be Akai as well who is getting the consecutive fourth ban. And nonetheless, it's going to be the Nolan, because in the previous game, Nolan put up a very good fight against the players of Vigani, so they are not ready to face that thing off for another time. And we can already see from the side of Torpedo there is a ban on that Vendetta, that Chip, as well as that Sicilian. So we are actually that was kind of predictable if you ask me, because we have seen them banning out that Vendetta every single time. And from the side of Vigani, they have went in for the marksman pick at first. So do you think picking out a marksman is a wise decision on the first pick?
I think the girls with their nails done.
I am really not sure about a marksman pick being picked up in the first one, but I feel like they know that the side of Team Elpido, they really like to play that Hanabi, and Hanabi is not the easiest hero to gank, right? Because okay, she lacks mobility, but you cannot really control her. And in the early game, she has a lot of shield that you really cannot break. And on top of that, if you take the ages as well, it gets very hard to kill the Hanabi because even your team does not have enough damage in the early game. So taking down Hanabi is a very hard task. And in the late game, I mean, if you remember, the Alice and the Angela actually got taken down because of the damage coming in from the Hanabi. So maybe they're planning for that Alice again. So yeah, that might be the reason why they're taking out this Hanabi early. And look at that. The Khalid has been picked. The Khalid might be a roam, might be an EXP, not really sure. But in my opinion, I feel like he will be going to the EXP, and that means the roam and the jungle is still left open for Team Vigani. And that means we might be seeing the Angela and Alice pick again.
I believe that as well, but I believe from the side of Elpido, they wouldn't be giving them that opportunity, and they have picked onto that Fanny already. So this is gonna be a nightmare for that Vixana, if you ask me. So Fanny is there. The Rizla is there to face off that Khalid in the EXP lane, I believe, and that's gonna be a Lela facing off that Hanabi. So in the late games, it is gonna be a problem for Hanabi to take down that Lela. The amount of damage that would be coming from this Lela and her ultimate, that is devastating if you ask me. And already from the side of Alpido, we can see they have banned out that Ling, which was completely understandable because Vigani do not have a jungler yet, but I guess Alpido are missing out on that ally thing of that Vigani, and they forgot to ban out that allies, because if I was there, I would have banned out that allies, because this team Vigani has shown absolutely amazing allies gameplay throughout this whole tournament. And we can see from the side of Vigani, they have went in for the Valley, so they do not want to face that anti-CC thing at this point, because since they have Vixana in their team, they wouldn't be wanting someone who would just throw away all the crowd controls thrown at them. And from the side of Alpido, they have banned out that Bane. I don't think that was necessary, because Hayabusa is there, Alice is there, and Ben was not picked that much by Vigani. So I don't know what they have in their sleeve. So this is gonna be Alpido picking out hero at this point, since they lack a mage already, and on the other side, we can see Vixana getting picked. So I believe this would be better for them if they go for a roam or a mage, since they have two options left. So yeah, I believe this should be a roamer instead. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, going for the roamer here will be actually good, because the roam is not yet picked, and even the enemy, I mean, they are not really sure if they have picked up the roamer yet. So yeah, a roam would actually be very good here to be picked up first instead of the mage, because the enemy already has a mage and you are really sure that they're not going to pick another mage. So yeah, picking up the roam here would be really good. And oh my god, but after everything that I've said, they decided to go with the mage here, and they're really waiting to pick up that roam. Hayabusa and Kufra being locked in this match, and in my opinion, I mean, it's good actually, but the Alice would have been really better here, considering in the late game you really want the game to be carried by someone, and I do feel like the Fanny will not allow the Hanabi to do anything in this game, because she will be just there to place that cutthroat and choking down that Hanabi in the goal lane. So yeah, I feel like the Lela will have an easier time in the lane against the Hanabi.
Yeah, I believe that as well as for that Vixana, Fanny would be just targeting these two heroes. So I don't know what they have in their sleeve, but Cooper is a very
Muscle of
good tank as
iron,
well. But in the other
bones of
hand, we can see
steel.
from the side of Alpido, they have picked on to that Nana. So this is gonna be the first match of Nana in this tournament, and I believe this is gonna be the last one as well. And if we talk about Nana, that's a very, very annoying hero. I would say this is the most annoying hero in the whole Land of Dawn area because of the Molina, because of the passive she has, because of the ultimate she has. So, yeah, it is gonna be very, very problematic for taking down that Nana, if you ask me. But there is a Hayabusa in the team, so that gives us a hope. But on the other hand, we had seen a Gatotkacha pick from the side of Elpido, so I believe Gatotkacha would be the one who would be roaming, and it is gonna be a hell of a match to spectate. What do you think about the lineups? Was it good? Was it good to pick out that Gatotkacha as a roamer?
I'm not really sure at the moment. Really, this is very, very, very new to me because recently in the current patch, I feel like Gatot Kacha has become very strong in the EXP lane, but playing it in the roam, not really sure how it will work out for the side of Team Elpido. But yeah, I have my hopes that they will be able to play out well with that. But with that being said, right now on the screen, we see the early lane clear coming in from the Vixana, trying to make that rotation onto that goal lane side because the Lela is actually something you don't really want to deal with when she gets farmed. So, yeah, she might be looking to put a pressure on that goal lane side. But right now, Fanny does not go in for any kind of invasion, even though she gets a very good power spike when she hits that level 2. But right now, oh my god, the Kufra in the position to deal a lot of damage, and yeah, he receives a lot of damage as well. But on the other side, look at that Khalid though, he's rotating so fast over the map.
Yeah, it's just him just clearing out the lanes and then rotating towards the different lanes so fast. It is very impressive, I would say. And we can already see he is rotating towards the top lane area where they are cornering out. That Gato gets taken out by that Kufra instead. Fanny is trying to cable up and trying to use her skill, but that wouldn't be a good decision. So she retreats from that particular area, and we can still see Kufra is trying to set up a position for himself to corner out that Lela, I believe, and Lela is getting a lot of damage from that Hayabusa. Would Hayabusa be able to take her down? And yes, he was able to take her down. That's an amazing gameplay coming out from that Hayabusa, even though Gatotkacha was there, but he was a bit late since he had to reincarnate and then he had to come there, so he was a bit late over there. The first turtle is here already, but we can see Fanny is committing on to that Khalid, and with the help of the Fanny, Charitla was able to take that Khalid down. So that was quite unexpected, if you ask me. And the rotation goes towards the turtle area from the side of Elpido. And we can see Vixana is trying to somehow deal a lot of damage onto that Gato with her Eternal Guard. So she was buying time for that Khalid and Hayabusa to come over and take position. And we can already see that that Eternal Guard is doing an absolutely amazing job zoning out the players of Elpido, and we can see the commitment is on the turtle from the side of Vigani. But if we look at the damage coming in from the Fanny, that is amazing. And the Fanny is the one to secure the turtle. I believe she would be going in for a kill already. Look at the damage on the Vixana. Vixana with a very low HP was able to retrieve from the situation. Killing spree secured by that Hayabusa. He got the kill of that Fanny. So things are looking quiet, not risky for that Hanabi now because there is no Fanny. On the other hand, Nana gets taken out by the Khalid. Khalid has to run from the situation because he has dealt a lot of damage already, so he has retreated, and that was an amazing gameplay coming out from the side of Vigani.
Yeah, even though they lost the turtle, they were able to get a lot of kills there. And the goal lead, look at the goal lead, it's already 1.5k and it is just building up as we speak. And right now, look at that. In the goal lane, though, they're trying to do something onto that Lela. The Hanabi is actually able to do a lot of damage as well. Oh, Lela gets taken down. And the Gatot Kacha was forced to use his ultimate to retreat. That is the power of the Hanabi and the Kufra as well. Right now, the Kufra is there as well to cause problems for that Fanny. So the Fanny is not able to cable properly right now at the moment. But look at that, Khalid giving vision that the enemy is taking the blue ball. Oh, the engage on the belly pad gets taken
Ooh,
down. Oh my God, impressive, very impressive from Team Elpido. Sorry, Team Vigani, and right now, oh, the damage coming in from the Terisla gets taken down like he is not even Terisla. Oh my God.
that was unexpected. That was quite unexpected from that Hayabusa. So from the side of Bikani, we can already see that they are leading in the kill. But look at the Pani going in. But Vixana somehow sustains in the situation. But I don't think she would be able to do that for long. And Pani gets the kill of that Vixana over there. Kufra was still there, but he was not able to tank out that Vixana. In the meanwhile, in the top lane, Hanabi gets the kill of Lela single-handedly. The second turtle is there, and Fanny is still there, but she wouldn't be able to contest for it because the Hayabusa already committed on the turtle, and she was a bit late for it. And things are looking quiet on the side of the Ghani already because they are leading in 4.2k gold at this point. And yeah, the snowballing they have at this point is amazing, and they are leading in kill, they are leading in gold, so this would be easier for them to secure the turrets as well because we can already see Vixana is somehow trying to get a hold of the tier 3 in the mid lane, and the rotation is coming towards that mid lane tier 3 from the side of Alpido. Fanny is trying to cable, and I believe she would be going in for the Khalid, but she does not get the hold of that Khalid yet because the Kufra is there. So yeah, this Fanny is facing a lot of trouble facing off that Kufra. The fight has broken down around the blue buff area of Elpido. DK7 gets down, and Terizla is being taken down once again by that Hayabusa. Like he is not a sustainable hero. The fight still continues. Nana taking a lot of damage with a very low HP. With the help of her passive, she was able to retrieve from the situation. But look at the damage taken by that Kufra. He did an amazing job in that team fight, I would say.
And right now, look at that. He's trying to charge in onto that kill. Lela might get taken down, will get taken down in the hands of that Kufra. Oh, a lot of damage being placed in by that Fanny though. But look at that. The shield is able to save that Hanabi there. And right now, I feel like Team Elpido are still forcing fights. Even though they know that they are low on farm and they are losing at the moment, they're still trying to contest for that blue buff in their jungle area. And I feel like that is not the right decision to do right now because you do not have enough damage, you do not have enough sustain to take those fights. So instead of that, focus your priorities onto other things like taking down the turrets or clearing the lanes and ganking down the enemy marksman or something like that. Because you really cannot, go and contest for the blue buff at that point. So yeah, that's where it went wrong. And right now, Team Elpido, taking fight in that blue buff area two times, and both the times Fanning gets taken down and his teammates go down as well. So things really not looking good for the side of Team Elpido at the moment.
Exactly. In the meanwhile, if we look at the goal lane, Hayabusa and Hanabi are doing a very good job taking down the marksman of the opponent, that is the Lala. So Lala is not getting farmed, so Lala is not able to do much yet. So she is lacking behind a lot. And look at the cabling coming in from that Fanny. That is not actually that did not go actually according to plan, I would say, because that Fanny had to retreat and she could not do much with her skills at this moment. And we can already see that this from the side of Bigani, they are trying to corner out the players of Elpida towards the base area, and Hanabi gets taken down by Fanny over here. Even though Hanabi was able to take a turret down, but she was being taken down. So the split push did not work out well for her. But in the meanwhile, we can see in the top list, Fanny is going in for Khalid, but that wouldn't be a wise decision, I would say, because to back him up, there is a Hayabusa. Also, the medium pressure is there, so there wouldn't be any turret who would provide damage for the Fanny. And at this point, from the side of Elpido, they had to lose 5 of their turrets already. Things are not looking quite good for them. The Fanny goes in for the Vixana. The Vixana somehow actually sustains in the situation. Amazing skill cast coming out from this Vixana. The ultimate came in just in a perfect time. The Eternal Guard is chasing down the players of Elpido instead. Oh my god, the damage coming out from that Hayabusa is immense. Hayabusa took down 2 of the players, and while dying, Terizla took player down with him, but a triple kill secured by the Hayabusa. So this gameplay is going in the hands of Bigani at this point, and Fanny has to cable out towards her base because that Khalid was there to chase her down. So what do you think? What should Elpido do at this situation to come back?
I mean,
Oh,
they can wait for the Layla to get her power spike. Trying to funnel all the minions of all the lanes by giving Layla the most amount of farm that they can. I mean, that is the only way they can win right now because the Fanny is left. Because the Fanny is left way behind, and that means that they really don't have a main damage here right now. So they have to depend on the Layla right now. The Layla needs a lot of farm, so that's why I feel like they should depend on the Layla. Oh, the Fanny goes in. Does not get the buff though. She has to go back again, back to her base. Look at that damage coming in from the Hayabusa. Terizla gets taken down immediately, and right now the base, the second tier will be taken down as well. Fanny goes in, will be able to take down the Vexana, gets taken down herself as well. Oh, shut down, secured by the Vexana onto Fanny, and right now the Lord is up, and the Fanny will not be there to do any sort of contest for the Lord. And oh my God, things are not really looking good for Elpido actually.
exactly, and we can already see that Khalid is able to poke around that red buff area. On the other hand, it was Hanabi who secured the Lord for the team, so this is going to be the second Lord for them. So I believe that with the help of this Lord, they would be able to do something we all are expecting to see, and we can see the Fanny is trying to get a hold of something. At this point, she is trying to initiate something, I believe, but there are no squishy players around her or anywhere near the lanes, and we can already see that Khalid did initiation over there, but because of the mobility, he was somehow able to sustain in the situation. The Lord would be coming from the mid lane area, so let's see if Elpido are able to defend the base at this point, defend the Lord at this point, because look at the damage coming in from the Fanny, and look at the poking coming in from the side of Bigani. They are taunting the players of Elpido at this point.
Yeah, of course they deserve to do that right now because they are the ones in the lead. They're in the driver's seat right now. They're driving the course of the game. Oh, Lela gets taken down. The Hayabusa is dealing a lot of damage, but will get shut down by that Terizla there. The Lord is being taken down as well in that mid lane area. Oh, a lot of damage being taken by the Khalid right now of the tower. And Hanabi is able to secure 2 kills. Oh, the Vexana will be able to secure one of them. The Fanny might be able to take down the Hanabi. Oh, Wind of Nature being used as well. The Fanny was able to take down the Kufra though, and right now it feels like the Hanabi is the only one left, and the Hanabi should be retreating right now. Otherwise, the Fanny might be able to take her down.
Exactly, and we can already see Fanny is trying to commit somehow on that Hanabi, but that Hanabi still sustains. And with the help of her shield, she was able to sustain in the situation against even a Fanny. So that is an amazing game to coming out from that Hanabi. She is clearing out the lanes. The Fanny is there once again. I don't think this time she would be able to sustain, but somehow she is dealing a lot of damage on the Fanny instead, and the Fanny might get taken down by the Hanabi, but she had to retrieve from the situation. So this Hanabi is doing a superb job, if you ask me, Fredo.
Yeah, actually, she's doing very well because right now she has a lot of farm, and the Fanny really cannot go in because while she's in air, the Hanabi will just melt her down. She'll be dying in air during her flight. And the base is exposed from two sides. The only top side, sorry, the bottom side. Yeah, the bottom side for the side of Team Alpido. They are exposed on two sides. Only one side is covered at the moment, and Team Vigani wants to focus on that though. But that is why they're clearing the lanes in that lane, and that's why they're trying to create pressure to take that tier. That house down as well, and that means they're trying to build a new. They're trying to build it up from the scratch again. I feel like that. But I feel like it's too late to do that right now. I do not feel like Elpido will be able to make a comeback. It's very hard at the moment.
We can see that as well, but we cannot predict anything yet because the Lord would be the Lord has spawned, and we can already see Hanabi is trying to get a hold of that Lord. But look at that Fanny; she is planning on to something. I believe that she has to retreat to her base because the Lord has been taken by that Hanabi, and the rotation was coming towards that bush area of where the Fanny was standing, and the blue buff would be going towards Vigani at this point. The second Lord of this match has been taken from the side of Bigani. So this time, I believe they are gonna end it. I believe, and we can already see the Fanny is trying to get a hold of the Vixana. Somehow she gets the kill, and the Lord is there. The minion pressure is there from the side of Team Bigani, but there is no one to back him up at this point. But look at the damage coming out from that Khalid. Instead, Kufra gets taken down by the Kacha. Meanwhile, and two players are down from the side of Bigani. Fanny is somehow trying to get a hold of that Khalid, maybe, and Hanabi as well. Hanabi taking a lot of damage. Lela takes down that Hanabi. Instead, it is just that Hayabusa and Khalid who are just standing there from the side of Bigani. So even though El Tito were in a very cornered situation, they were able to defend the base for now. But it is a thing we have to wait to see that if they are able to defend it for long. Because if this match extends, I don't know why I still have this feeling that Fanny might be able to turn the table. I don't know why. Do you have the same feeling?
Well, I'm very hopeful that the Fanny can actually turn the match because she has the retribution on her, and we have seen ZK7 come out on top in those retribution battles against the Hayabusa user right now. And look at that, Hayabusa is going in. The Ogi Shadow Kill has been used as well. He will be retreating back though. That means the Fanny has the information that right now Hayabusa does not have his Ogi Shadow Kill. So they might be looking to go in, but oh, look at that, Nana going up to front. Khalid might be able to take him down. No, the Nana does not go down. Survives 1 HP. But the Tigreal, the Gatotkacha and the Terizla are actually very low. And right now it feels like the Fanny is trying to make an initiation. All the three sides right now are exposed for the side of Team Elpido, and that means they need to do a better work at lane management right now.
They were once again able to defend that base for now, but look at the players of Team Vigani. They are just waiting for the minion pressure, and after that, they would be jumping off to that base, I believe, because the aggression coming out from that Khalid is something we should actually be scared of. And look at that Fanny. He's trying to flank over, I believe. Yeah, he is trying to somehow flank, and I guess that she is trying to do a split push over there, which is completely unnecessary at this point. Because if anyone gets a hold of that Fanny, they wouldn't want to let her go, I would say. And Kufra got the information. Kufra got the information that Fanny was there, so he went in there as well. But look at the damage coming out from the player of Igani, especially the Hanabi. He was able to make that Nana in a very low HP. Eternal Guard is somehow chasing down that Teresa, but Eternal Guard had to retreat as well. And we can already see the third Lord is there, and third Lord is taken by the Hayabusa without any contest. So at this point, it is going to be very tough for El Tito to defend the base, if you ask me. And we can already see, yeah, please continue.
Yeah, it feels like the base is exposed, and they're trying to create that minion pressure. The Lord is there as well, and it's super minions, and it will be a very hard Lord to defend actually, because the Nana, I mean, if it was the Vexana, it could have been easier, but the Nana doesn't really clear lanes too fast, and without her ultimate right now, I mean, she has just one ultimate and it doesn't have that short cooldown as well. Oh, look at the initiation coming in from the Terizla, though tries to mark the enemy backline. But the damage coming in from the Hayabusa, the execute takes down 2 members already. She might be able to take down the triple kill as well, but no, the base will fall first. And Team Vigani is securing the win, and oh my god, Vigani are the winner of MCCS Season 3. Wow, what a gameplay coming in from Team Vigani.
Congratulations to Team Vigani for becoming the champion in this MCC Season 3. That was an amazing journey with this team. And if we talk about El Pido as well, they put up a really amazing show throughout the whole tournament, and they did their best as well. But I believe they lacked something, and I guess in the next series they would actually work on it, and they would be able to do a better gameplay. So better luck next time. So if we look at the scoreboard for one last time, I believe it is gonna be the Hayabusa who got the MVP. Yeah, it is gonna be the Hayabusa who got the MVP, I believe. And if I look at Hanabi as well, the hero damage came out from that player is a lot. And so, oh no, it's not gonna be Hayabusa, it's gonna be Kufra. Oh my god, that was unexpected. Woo. So
Yeah.
yeah, congratulations to this player as well. So if you look at the details, it is going to be Hanabi who dealt 25% of the hero damage, and it is going to be Vixana who dealt the most, that is 28%. And most of the damage was taken by none other than that Khalid. It was 38%. That is huge. And if we look at the opponent as well, they played really, really well. So I believe that they would work on the things they actually lack onto, and I believe that in the next series, Elpido would be showing up with a better strategy.
Yep. And with that, we'll be taking leave, guys. So yeah, don't go anywhere though. It might be still continued for a while. And right now, me and Prerna will be taking leave. Good night, adios, and don't go anywhere. Ooredoo Nation will bring in more tournaments in the future. So yeah, we'll be right back.
And yes, we won't be right back, but we would
Oh,
be
sorry.
back in some other series. Yeah, he
Yeah,
is
yeah,
waiting for
yeah.
a few more things. Oh my god, you're still up for it. You're still excited. So thank you for being with us for this long period of time. And thank you, the viewers. Thank you to the players as well as the broadcaster. And thank you for tolerating us. Thank you, Fredo, for tolerating me and for being here. So this was an amazing journey with you guys. So with that being said, we would be taking your leave and see you guys in somewhere else. Till then, take care.
Girls with the nails done. I like the girls with the nails done.